the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down, Jaguars.
Down, 18 Gators.
Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready,
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a toss to Armstead. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raquel Armstead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Lockhart. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Lockhart dancing to his left. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
At the 41-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He finds his man Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, 60 or. Exit. Hit it.
On first down, Lockhart. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
That's how we do it, man. 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission? Under pressure, they got him again. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Minshew under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Got it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Ricky. Get up.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They've got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10 for touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 77 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. From the gun, Lockhart. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing on 1st down. Lockhart. It's complete to Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready? 8, read.
Here we go. Here we go. Right. We got right.
Let's go.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll give it back to Armstead. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check, Mike. Ready?
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Jaguars.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Here we go. 30 base. Smith. 52.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Jaguars 21. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Wide. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. King. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lockhart steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Set up, 50, plant.
50, Mike, 50. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch go.
Off the play fake. Lockhart. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw again. Lockhart. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 76 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will shave one more off this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Lockhart. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set 50, plant.
Coming to you.
Looking to throw. Lockhart. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And he's able to get it out of there. And this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.